cooking. I hear voices in my head.
Hello and welcome to the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Talk Show with Reese Jones and
Sean Smith. And surprise, we thought we had to delay this show until Saturday, but due to circumstances, we decided to bring it forward. So this New Japan and AEW Wrestling Talk Show Forbidden Door show, or should I say the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, came at you from Elmont, New York, in the UBS Arena in front of 11,000 fans.
yes, the superstars of both AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling come together once again to put on some entertaining but predictable matches, which tends to be the theme for these.
Yes, and in typical card subject to change fashion, that is what happened, because 2 more matches got added to the buy-in.
Card subject to change doesn't really seem to be an issue with a company that will not be named, most of the time at least. But we had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 matches taking place on the buy-in / pre-show.
One of which was Kyle Fletcher taking on Serpentico, in which the match was only 3 minutes long.
Yeah, seems to be a squash match. A match that length can't be anything other than a squash.
True. But same cannot be said of a second pre-show match, which was an 8-minute long Fatal 4-way tag team match, as the Kings of the Black Throne, or House of Black, whichever you want to call them, Malachi Black,
Aleister Black,
copyright,
Brody
Brody
King defeated the team of
Amuro Ishii,
Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong,
names not copyrighted,
and Cable Kid, as well,
Matt Taven, Mike Bennett,
as well as Private Parties.
Zay and Quen.
The third pre-show match
Yes.
was a women's tag team match with Willow Nightingale teaming up with
Tam Nakano,
Vic and Chris Statlander and
Momo Watanabe.
with a match lasting 10 minutes and 15 seconds, ultimately going back to the winners of Willow Nightingale and Tam
Nakano. The second to last match on the buy-in was a women's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match between
Don't you mean first round of Queen of the Ring?
as Mariah May took on Saraya.
Don't you mean Paige?
Copyright. And the winner of the match and advancing to the next round of the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament was Mariah May.
This would not be the last time we would see Mariah May in the show, though, as she would show up later.
And the final match in the buy-in was a 6-man tag team match,
Or trios match, as they like to call them.
As the Lucha Brothers of Penta El Zero Miedo and Rey Fenix and Mystico defeated the team of Los Ingobernables de Japan, which is Yota Tetsushi, Titan and Normanno Takashi.
The
Bit of a mouthful.
The main card opened up with The Miz 2.0, otherwise known as MJF,
taking on New Japan Pro Wrestling's Hirashiko.
Given the fact that MJF is one of AEW's top stars, and the fact that there was a good mix here of New Japan and AEW stars winning, this was kind of predictable.
It was.
With MJF picking up the win.
After a very impressive 9 minutes and 50-second match.
Also predictable given their current storyline was the next match.
Yes, which was a 6-man tag team match. The Elite of Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, teaming up with the Rainmaker, Takeshita Okada, the AEW Continental Champion, taking on the Acclaimed of Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, with Hiroshi Tanahashi on their team as well.
And given the fact that at the moment the Elite seem to be running AEW, kind of like the Bloodline now on WWE.
You mean AEW?
At the Elite at the victory. The next match.
So, quickly moving on to what my colleague said.
The next match was the men's Owen Hart first round Cup tournament first round match with Daniel Bryan.
We mean Bryan Danielson.
Taking on
Shinjo Takagi.
What makes this somewhat predictable is that given the fact that AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling have a working relationship, kind of like two other wrestling companies that's sort of developing. I don't think that AEW were going to have a New Japan wrestler advance at least too far in the Owen Hart Cup.
So the winner of the match and advancing to the next round is Bryan Danielson.
After a 20-minute slobber knocker.
Speaking of, we mentioned Mariah May at the top of the show. It's time for her to make her second appearance of the night.
Yes, as Timeless Tony Storm defends the AEW Women's Championship
against Stardom's Mina Shirakawa.
With Mariah May being in both participants.
As I said in the pre-show, Mariah May not only has history with Timeless Tony Storm, but also has history with Mina Shirakawa as the two teamed together in Stardom, which was Mariah May's last promotion before signing with AEW.
Yes, but how do you do a storyline like this and have one person be in both women's corners? It makes no sense.
Then again, this is Tony Khan we're talking about.
Yes, but remember, he may have someone helping him who has some kind of experience in the wrestling business with a very controversial last name.
Yeah, but we'll get on to that soon, when that story breaks. But anyway, back to the match. The match was around 11 minutes and 40 seconds.
And I don't think it would surprise anyone that the winner and still AEW Women's Champion is Timeless Toni Storm.
And after the match, there was no hard feelings between Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa, and it looks like there may be a new 6-woman team that might have been formed between Mina, Toni Storm, and Mariah May.
The next match was a singles match between Zack Sabre Jr. and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
In a 16-minute match.
A match that ended not by pinfall, but by submission.
Yes. Very rare that happens these days.
And this time, it was the New Japan wrestler that picked up the win.
Yes.
As Zack Sabre was the one who forced Orange Cassidy to tap out.
Next, we had a 6-man tag team match, otherwise known as a trios match, as the team of Samoa Joe, a name not copyrighted,
Hook
teamed up with Hook and Katsuyori Shibata as they took on the learning tree of the FTW champion Chris Jericho.
Name not copyrighted. Big Cass.
We did Big Bill.
And Jeff Cobb.
The newest member of the learning tree.
What kind of name for a stable is the learning tree?
Yes.
But it was after a 13.5-minute match. It was babyfaces that picked up the win here.
Mm-hmm.
With a win going to Samoa Joe, Hook, and
Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata.
No, the next match is probably the match that was the most predictable one on the card.
As we had a ladder match to crown a new TNT champion, as the competitors were the Scapegoat, Jack Perry, Tonoe Takeshita, Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin, Leo Rush, a name not copyrighted, and El Fantasmo.
Now, from the moment that the rated R superstar Edge, aka Adam Copeland, was relinquished the championship, or quote unquote, was stripped of the championship due to the injury picked up at Double or Nothing. From the moment that the Elite tried to award the championship to Jack Perry, and then Christopher Daniels said, no, we're going to have a match to decide who the new champion is. We knew that was just a formality.
Yes, because here is your winner, and obviously new TNT champion is the Scapegoat, Jack Perry.
The guy should be glad that CM Punk is no longer with the company.
Yeah. Now it's time for a winner-takes-all match for the AEW TBS Championship and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship.
A.k.a. the New Japan Pro Wrestling Purple Championship.
As Mercedes Moné, representing AEW, took on Stephanie Wagner, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion.
Now, I think the fact that Finn made this one predictable, to me, was the fact that Mercedes had just won the TNT Championship a few weeks earlier at Double or Nothing, And it's definitely had been champion for going a couple of months at this point.
In New Japan Pro Wrestling.
So the winner of the match and the undisputed AEW TBS champion and New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's champion is Sasha Banks.
Mercedes Moné.
However, that was not the end of the story here, as after the match, Mercedes Moné would learn that the doctor will see her now.
Yes, after months of being on the sidelines, Dr. Britt Baker finally makes her return and has already made it clear that she wants Mercedes Moné.
Also, Mercedes Moné, can't say I blame them, is not exactly very popular among the AEW audience.
No, she's not. And considering that she has creative control of her own booking, yeah.
Which is a bad idea in pro wrestling anyway.
It is. Now we had a singles match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship as Jon Moxley
Dean Ambrose.
We mean Jon Moxley put his IWGP World Heavyweight title on the line against Tatsuro Naito.
Again, Moxley had held the championship for a couple of months since April, and they may want to put Moxley back into one of AEW's main championships. So after going at it for 17 minutes, the winner of the match and new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion,
Tatsuro Naito.
And finally, that brings us to the main event of Double or Nothing.
We mean Forbidden Door.
So, yeah. Look, I didn't say another name.
Yeah, no. As Swerve Strickland put his championship on the line against the AEW United States champion, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Rewind, get that right.
What?
You said in United States champion. Last time I checked, AEW didn't have the United States championship.
But I always try to admit that they have the United States because it's the international championship. It sounds that way, you know.
Yes, but you said it the wrong way. Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to the match. 27 minutes in length, and it was a war.
Yeah, but just like the Mercedes Moné and Stephanie Wagner match, there was a bit of debate that this two should have been title for title.
Yes, we both said that in the pre-show.
No.
And why it wasn't is beyond me.
Well, maybe they wanted to... I would imagine it's because they wanted to keep the international championship on Ospreay a bit longer. Because to me, there's a few factors going into this.
What?
I don't think that there's any doubt that at some point Will Ospreay will likely be the AEW World Champion. However, Swerve Strickland is still in the early stages of his run.
Yes.
Which ultimately came to the deciding factor in this match. As the winner of the match, and still AEW World Champion, is Isaiah Swerve Scott.
no means Flo Strickland.
So those are the results of AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Forbidden Door.
Let's run you through the results one more time.
Starting with the pre-show matches.
I'll take the first one. As Kyle Fletcher defeated Serpentico in what was described as a squash match.
In a four-way tag team match, the Kings of the Black Throne defeated
Private Party and Colorado Roderick Strong and Gabe Kidd.
and Tanas.
Tatsumora Ishii.
In a decent tag team match.
Yes.
In a women's tag team match, Willow
Nightingale and Pam Nakano
defeated Chris Statlander and Maro
and Momo Watanabe.
in the first round of the Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament. Maria May defeated Saraya.
In the last buy-in match, in a trios match, the Luchasaurus and Mystico defeated Yota Tsuchiyori, Titan, and Hiromu Takashi by submission.
On the main card, MJF defeated
Ken Shikuro. In a trios match, the Elite of the AEW World Tag Team Champions Young Bucks and the AEW Intercontinental Champion, Takashita Okada, the Rainmaker, defeated the Acclaimed and Hiromu Tanahashi.
in the first round of the men's Owen Hart tournament, Brian Danielson defeated
Shinjo Takagi. Timeless Tony Storm defeated Mina Sharagawa to retain her AEW Women's World Championship.
Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Orange Cassidy by submission.
Hook, Samoa Joe, and Katsuyori Shibata defeat the Learning Tree of Chris Jericho and Big Cass and Jeff Cobb in a trios match by pinfall.
Zack Perry won a ladder match to win the vacant AEW TNT Championship.
Mercedes Moné defeated Stephanie Wagner to not only retain her AEW TBS Championship, but wins the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. And Tatsuro Naito defeated Jon Moxley to become the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
And finally, Swerve Strickland successfully retained the AEW World Championship against Will Ospreay.
So that does it for our AEW and New Japan pay-per-view of The Forbidden Door, which has now once again been firmly slammed shut.
Next time AEW come at us will be their return to Wembley Stadium for All In.
Which is going to be fantastic.
Let's hope there isn't this much drama backstage this year.
We'll see about that. So until then, he's been
It's Jones and he's been
Sean Smith, and we will see you soon for AEW All In from Wembley Stadium.